2015 January reading with me. So I just want to take a moment in time to reflect on the fact that we have moved into 2015, or that we will be about to. I'm uploading this in December, and I've contemplated for quite some time on how it is I've wanted to do the readings, because I feel to myself that the way we bring in the new year is quite potently important. It's the thoughts and feelings and actions that we have around the cusp of the new year that relay back a lot to us and how our year is going to move forward. So I feel it's extremely important to have the correct intention as you move into 2015, you know, and harness the thoughts such as success, and get out there and create what it is you want. Dream big, be the person that you're wanting to be. Start your journey for 2015 with some fire and enthusiasm, because your year is shaped primarily by you, your thoughts and your actions. So I do honestly believe that old saying, you know, when you see a New Year's Eve and you make New Year's resolutions, although most of us don't stick to our resolutions because we often make them too difficult to stick to, if you make your resolutions a little bit easier, slightly smaller, you know, like small jumps one at a time, they're generally easier to bring into your life and to focus on and to enjoy achieving. So this month we're going to be doing 4 cards. The first two cards are going to represent the first half of the month, and the second 2 cards will represent the second half of the month. And then I'll do 2 little extra things at the end of the reading for you. So Aquarius, here we are for your reading for January. So let's see what your layout and what your cards and energies are going to give for us for the month of January for 2015. Okay. The Lovers, the Fool, 2 more major arcana cards. Seems though we're heading in for quite big judgment, and the 10 of Pentacles. Quite big energies for the beginning of this year coming. The major arcana cards, when we're doing a reading, even though I'm breaking it down into the first half of January and the second half for the latter cards, the major arcana cards still often represent our inner energies and events that happen to us and that affect us at a core level. So they're quite often deeper, so they run deeper. They're not just little everyday events. There's something that surges underneath when we get these major arcana cards, and you've got 3 out of 4. I've been noticing a lot of this lately in the readings. So whether or not we're on the cusp of some sort of change in energy, which I feel that we are, I can't quite put my finger on it completely, but there does seem to be something relatively big. So in the beginning of January here, Aquarians, this Lovers card can often literally be about the romance, the love connection, the soulmate, the twin flame. This could be someone new coming into your life that really ignites you at a passionate level, at the heart chakra level. You could be literally swept off your feet with some new encounter. Or it can also be, if you are not looking for new love, you re-establish an older committed relationship and you bring it back into that sacred bond, that unity, that closeness, that special blending that you have together. The Lovers card is also a sunny, optimistic card. So it's starting off the year with the powerful energies of the yellow positivity, with the sun looking down on you. So often, most things that are going on when this card is around have a positive feel to them. So your energy, your career, your options, your choices that you're taking. And that is one other thing that the card does often suggest, that there are choices that could be around you that you may have to make. And often they can be choices that involve people. And this may be romantic choices. It could be, sometimes the Lovers card actually does indicate an affair. So there could be something like that that occurs as well. It can sometimes be choices of do you actually love this person that you're with? You know, do they meet your integrity values? Because this is often, we've got the flames and the energy of the deeper soul messages at the back with the angel overlooking it. So often it's a contemplative feel of energies and thoughts and choices around you as well. You may have to make a choice about the direction that you wish your love energies to flow in early January. The Fool, right next to it, again, the sun is back out again for you. Seems as though there's a lot of quite sunny optimism. This can be quite forceful, powerful energy that surges around you at the beginning of the month. You may almost feel like you can't stop something from happening, like you're caught up in the whirlwind of it all, or you're caught up in the romance of it all. So the Fool is new beginnings, new journeys, heading out. Sometimes this can literally be a trip as well, like going on a physical trip, and it can be an unplanned one. It can be quite a sudden, unexpected journey that you might take. It's a time when you may not be looking carefully at specifics. You're gazing up here into the sky, sort of la-di-da-la, you know, you've got everything's just great actually, and so you may not look closely enough at the crossing the T's and dotting the I's. You may have to, in early part of January, come down a little bit off that cloud and be careful of your steps that you take, because watch your money. Don't let that just fall out of your bag and go slipping off on out when you're purchasing things. So be a little bit cautious. That is often the other side of this card. Also watch your, sometimes when this card is around, you could have a physical fall because you're literally not watching where you're going. So ground yourself a little bit when you come into January, even though you might have some great fun times and good old energies around. Just still watch where you're actually going on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, there could be new money coming your way, even new propositions, new ideas. Pretty good. 2 positive energy cards there for the first half of January. We move into the second half. We see the Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, coming back to pretty deep stuff going on here. The Judgment card is about realization. It's about you going, ooh, wow, gee, there's something deep again here with the Judgment card. There's the two, do you notice this? The 2 angels are calling from above. There's some sort of message coming to you that's going to be quite strong, that's literally going to kapow effect somehow. Big stuff that's going to change, make you maybe wander off in a different direction than you've been doing. The Judgment card often heralds this change in your feelings, your attitudes, your beliefs, the direction you're going unexpectedly, but you're being guided. You've got support and guidance here along the way. It can be about evaluation, evaluating yourself and evaluating where you are on your journey in life. So, as I say, every one of these major arcana cards starts pinpointing us towards looking at ourselves and what we're doing and what direction we're going in. Somehow I get a feeling that this Judgment one comes after these two. So maybe there is something early in January that makes you go, what I said before, what is it I'm doing? Where is it I'm going? And it's like you may ask for help even. You know, spiritually ask for help, or looking up to the heavens as if to say, give me the support I need. Sometimes this card can suggest that in relationships, you know, it can be a make or break time. You might come into a bit of a crunch period in a relationship that currently does exist, and you may have to do a little bit of work on sorting it out and working through it. Possibly because of this more flippant energy in the earlier half of January. But we come here to the Ten of Pentacles. It's such a satisfying card. It's the card of finances. It shows that good, stable finances around you. So money is in a good place at the end of January. Feels steady. could be that you've got extra money may have come in, or bills are being paid, or there's no worry here about finances at the end of January. It feels good and solid. It's also the card of family acceptance and societal happiness, and being in a place of steady relationships again. So whatever temporary issue this is, if there is any negativity around relationships, it feels as though it's resolved before the end of January moves on anyhow. There's some balancing out. These two kind of balance each other out in one way or another. And this, as I say, is a positive sign towards finances. It usually means a steady feeling around relationships, current relationships. It shows us commitment to family, so there might be some family events that you have around you, and also something there with your pets in the end of January, one way or another, in your family, your pets and your children. But generally they're more positive messages anyhow, but that they may take your time or thoughts or energies one way or another. So what we're going to move on to now is the second part of the reading, where I use these cards that are by Tony Salarino, and they are gods, angels, gods and goddesses cards. They often deal with the inner workings or thoughts that we have that come to us. They're private. They're the things that we don't necessarily always discuss with other people. And they're very good at dealing with these types of vibrational energies. So we're just going to pull one out of the deck for you. The Angel of Psychic Ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. So Aquarians, we didn't actually see that message come through particularly in the other cards that arrived, but sometimes when you are seeking answers, such as you might be during January, there's a message here for you that you could trust your inner feelings, your sixth sense, your psychic power, your own gut intuitive feelings, and we often don't address those enough, or we don't listen to them enough. And I have a feeling if you don't listen to this in January, you might go down the wrong path with a decision that you're wanting to make regards something. Because the main message of this card is exactly that. If you're being presented something in January, or some sort of offer, or someone's around you, and no matter how much they're showing you particular statistics or information regards this project that you might be thinking of, and it may not be just a physical manifestation project, this could be a project of the heart even, okay? So no matter how much they show you or tell you information, whatever you feel inside is what you need to listen to. So that's a little message there for you, and that may be about that Judgment card possibly matches up with this a little bit. It's about trusting yourself. You do have the answers for the questions that you're seeking, and you don't close off to that. You're probably more psychic than you actually give yourself credence for. So that seems to be your message for January from the angels, gods and goddesses. And now we'll just do the higher vibrational energy card. So just to finish off your reading, Aquarius, and you've had a nice reading. Again, pretty big stuff going on there with all those major arcana cards. So we'll see what comes up for you here. Just spread and choose one. Evolution. How much like the previous card that we had, that the evolution is. This is coming to you with the golden rays. It comes right from above with the angels again, with that angelic harmony that they're bringing in for you, that you've looked up twice in January, or they've been supporting you. They definitely are. They're bringing you some sort of change, and that matches both the Fool card and the Judgment card. there's something for you in January that almost feels as though you're going on a new shift. It's like the new year's come in, bang, we're into 2015. You're got the ability, if you wish to do this, to really uplift newness for you. If you set the intention, your whole future could take a change in course. You have the ability. They're giving you this evolutionary change. It's quite powerful. So it starts at this point way up here, and it evolves and it comes all the way down and gets bigger and more powerful and creative and surging as you go along. So I think, Aquarians, for you, expect change at the evolutionary, the soul level, that purposeful who you are, what direction you're going and what you want in life, who you want in your life. There's a whole new paradigm shift for you. Pretty big stuff actually, Aquarians. So welcome to your 2015, and may your evolution bring you much happiness and love. Thank you for watching with me, and remember, if you want to pick up a reading with me, just follow the links below the video. Kia kaha.